Hello, guys. Welcome back to Lunatic Astrology. I'm your astrologer, Lori Lothian, and today we are talking about Neptune, Venus, and Jupiter in a rare triple conjunction we have not seen since 1856, how that can bring luck, opportunity, expansion, and growth, goodness, and even winnings and windfalls to your life. When these three get together, kind of Venus is the love and arts and beauty, kindness, fairness, and peace. Jupiter, similar, law, justice, beneficence, expansion, growth, and luck. And Neptune, dreams, hopes, and wishes, unconditional love, higher orders of beings, fantasy. But when the three of them get together, you get something good happening. It's a bit of a cocktail of enchantment. It hasn't happened, as I said, since April of 1856. So it's happening for each of us in one part of our sky. We're all going to have it somewhere different depending on our sun, moon, and rising sign placements. Listen for your rising sign first, okay? If you want to know how to calculate that, especially in whole sign houses, please take a look in my description box below, where I have a free tutorial for five-minute tutorial. Just go ahead and sign up and get it delivered to your box, where you can watch how to do it for yourself using free online software. And before I go ahead and talk about this for the world and for your sign and all of that, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow. And don't forget to comment. I listen and read them and respond to all my comments, especially if you have any thoughts about how this is feeling in your life. And I'm giving away my 2022 All Signs bundle until the end of April for free, $47 value. 60-minute videos times 12. You want that? Just sign up for my newsletter. It's a free gift. My way of saying thanks for signing up for my newsletter comes into your box instantly. Subscription link below. All right. So let's get going and talk about this. I've been waiting for a long time for this. I was going to do like magic mushrooms or do some kind of psychedelic journey on this. And I'm afraid to, guys. I'm such a purist. I don't even smoke weed. So I'm like nervous about psychedelic stuff, but you know what? It's still very good. And you can have a psychedelic trip just sitting on your balcony, having a sip of wine, or like for me, maybe a cigar. So get open to the non-ordinary reality for the world. This is kind of positive. I think that this could bring some peace in the Ukraine at last. It may be a blessed death or ending, however, for a elder female celebrity, or even someone in power like a queen or something. But in the end of the day, it's mostly positive. Pay attention to the 30th of April, because this is playing out now between the 23rd, 24th of April to the May 2nd. But around the 30th, when it's acute, when Jupiter and Venus are within a degree of each other, that's called a planetary war in Indian or Vedic astrology. And I don't know that I believe this is a planetary war, but I want you to be aware it could be the one knot in an otherwise flowing, enchanting, amazing feeling sky. Therefore, things like power struggles around peace, law and order, Pluto's sextile this thing from over in Capricorn. That could be a little bit gnarly, to say the least. He's the god of plutonium. I just read a news article saying that a threat of nuclear exchange is increasing in the Ukraine. I'm like, really? So anyway, I mean, is there such a thing as that these days? Can you do that and not expect the whole world to come to an end? Trying to get comfortable in or out of my chair. And so my feeling is that, we could see some kind of April 30th, May 1st intensity, maybe in the news cycle, or in anything to do with the Ukraine and war and peace and nuclear bombs. Yeah. Okay. But otherwise, it's mostly a good sky. In your own sky, I'm going to talk about this from the perspective of each sign. Your rising sign will always be the most accurate. And if you're born at night, check your moon sign. And if you're born in the day, your sun sign might resonate a bit more. So let's go ahead. I just wanted to make this a really easy, fun half-hour video. But like, how will you experience this in your sky? Oh, and by the way, there is an eclipse on the 30th, right? The eclipse is happening in Taurus later in the day. Well, the whole day, April 30th and May 1st. So I have an eclipse video. Go check how that eclipse will affect you as well, because Venus is exalted in Pisces. For the most part, I think this is a positive eclipse, planetary war aside, because she's a ruler of the North Node Taurus 10-degree eclipse on April 30th. My video on the eclipse, all signs, was posted 3 or 4 days ago. I'll put the link in the description box and I'll tag it, pin it to the comments. My Patreon community gets all of my videos 2 to 3 days ahead of the schedule, even sometimes weeks ahead. So you will be seeing this. I'm recording on the 26th of April, and you may be seeing this on the 27th or 28th. So if you want to get my All Signs bundle sale kind of thing, giveaway, you only got a few days to grab it. Okay, so tarot cards. I'm going to grab a card for each sign as well. Let's go ahead and talk about Aries. Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is happening in your 12th house, your house of dreams at night, your habits and patterns and addictions that are really bad for you. Mars is co-present up there with this Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I mean, Mars Jupiter, Neptune, Venus, Mars is trailing behind everybody. So Mars is good for eliminating things, cutting out the dead wood. What self-defeating pattern, habit, and thing like that do you no longer need? Making money from overseas, PayPal, Stripe accounts, generating revenue from other lands can be a 12th house feature. It's third from the 10th. Therefore, you may find for your money, if you make money that way, like I do, PayPal and Stripe, that this is extremely good for you. So what do I want to say for you guys as Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising that this could bring to you with this triple conjunction in your 12th house of past lives and subconscious and inner life, the Page of Swords. Now, this is a news card, phone call and email, somebody getting in touch with you. It's called the home of action. But, you know, given this is all happening in your 12th house, it could be someone getting in touch with you from the other side, another dimension, a spiritual guide or something like that. Pay attention then to getting some information or news in the wake of this particular triple conjunction. And for the most part, yes, you know, it's going to be positive. It's likely to do with money and work for you guys, Three of Pentacles, especially if you're learning a new skill or a new trade or something like that. I'm in the middle of building an app and I'm an Aries Sun and Moon and Mercury. So maybe that's something for me to think, yay, there's a positive outcome here. Let's keep moving and let's talk about Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Taurus rising sign. Now, Taurus, this is happening in the triple conjunction in your 11th house of good spirit. Truly a positive house with a positive stellium. This is you enjoying life, the company of friends, but this is planting a seed. Remember, whatever happens now could be like a theme of the next 13 years. If you want to be a diva, you want to have social influence, you want to be a micro celebrity, you want to be famous, Venus up here can do that. Now she's got Jupiter to expand it. Neptune is film and film video and fame and Hollywood and glamour. I mean, yeah, for some of you Taurus folks, this could be a real boost in your profile and the financial gain from your career and the reputation that you gain as well from the successes in your career. All things that the 11th house, second from the 10th, can be about. It's like what you generate from your career in life. And with Mars up here, you may be passionate, ambitious, and driven around your public reputation, groups of people, and your hopes, dreams, and wishes over the next while. It may generate new seeds, new dreams, and Mars could cut away. He's swimming in Pisces with this triple conjunction. He might cut away something you don't need, like goodbye to that friend or that situation, but leaving behind Venus and Jupiter and Neptune. So leaving, like, in other words, there's a goodness here that no matter what goes away, everything good will remain. The Wheel of Fortune is playing out for you, which is a huge destiny energy. That makes sense because the 11th house is a house of your karmic rewards. It's 6 from the 6, and it brings you blessings and magic. Wow. I should have mentioned this. There's a lot of manifestation power in that 11th house. It's a little bit fairy godmother, genie in a bottle. Wish true, what your true wishes and hopes are for your life. You've got magic and destiny playing along with you. If all people, you should be vision boarding during this week or doing writing about what your dreams and wishes and hopes are for your life. Don't let this one languish. Capture the manifestation vibe. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you get the energy happening in your 10th house. This is your career house, your reputation in the world. It's your action people see. It's a praxis house. It's how you take action in the visible world, how people see you in the high noon of the sky. You've got that triple conjunction working with Mars to bring action, momentum, and directionality in career and purpose. There may be some changes in your career because Mars brings change, and he's up here now. So in the fallout of this triple conjunction week, some positive new changes and developments in work and career. Now, this is an Ace of Swords, new projects, new ideas, new offers are definitely coming down the chute for you guys. And another Wheel of Fortune, and I shuffled the cards, cannot believe it. Hang on, somebody's calling me and I'll take it. Hang on, Teddy, I'm in the middle of recording a video, but let me just pause my recording. Sorry, guys. I always pick up the phone when it's one of my children or my children's significant others, just in case there's a crisis. Okay. So basically it was interesting. That was my son-in-law to be, basically my daughter's boyfriend, asking me about a birthday present idea he has for her and what I thought about it. So I got you guys the Ace of Swords, a new project, and the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your career, destined changes of direction. Wheel of Fortune spinning means, yes, the Kentron of your 10th house, the stake is turning. Some positive directions of career shifting for you, promotions, raises, new directions up there as well. Okay, so back to the sky. And we'll talk about next the Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, triple conjunction is in your ninth house of God, temples of worship, higher education, foreign lands, and travel. If you are a Cancer rising, this could be a time in the weeks that follow that you plant a seed for a new trip to a foreign shore, or apply for a school for higher education. Maybe even put the seeds together for a book you want to publish or write. And because it's book publishing up in the ninth, and then also get in alignment with your purpose in life as well. So enchantment in this part of your sky is lovely. It's in a good place because, I mean, basically Jupiter's happy up there. Jupiter always likes being in the ninth house or the 11th. You could find that Mars is saying, let's travel. And he's up there now for a while. So, you might be getting ready for a trip or planning a trip. And if you take a trip, let's say in the next couple of weeks, man, that's going to be one humdinger of a positive trip for you. So let's pick Page of Cups. Pay attention to your dreams at night, your intuition. You are having this in the house of God. It is an intercosmos, metacosmos, between the world's house. It is about that interdimensional plane. It's about spirituality. Can you connect to these inner realm visions that might be available to you as this transit is happening? Because it'll help you find the next shore that you want to go on. It's kind of, you're looking at the ship coming in and the Three of Wands, and you're like thinking, where am I going to go next? But you're patiently waiting, trusting the universe. So that's not bad. Again, the ship coming in could literally be the ship coming in because you're going to take a trip. You know, sometimes the sky is exceedingly critically literal. I mean, I just like laugh at it sometimes. Let's talk about the Leos, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. The energy of the sky, triple conjunction in your 8th house of inheritances and bequeathments and tax rebates and partner money, spousal money, you know, money that doesn't belong to you, investment money taking off, a stock taking off, selling a property or something, chunks of money that just come to you. Okay. These chunks of money coming to you are blessed right now. So if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you can expect the potential for some kind of financial blessing in this sky. And it can be very unexpected and lucky energy, right? Because there's an eclipse on the same day with Uranus involved. So April 30th. So it could be seeding, also some kind of flow or some occult magic around money, money magic, some kind of dreamy quality around money, some kind of unexpected positive. You could get a tax rebate out of this. You know, the government is like, oh, you paid way too much money last year or this year, and money comes back. So there's all kinds of cool ways that you're looking at enchanted money stories in your sky. Thank you. Triple conjunction in the 8th house. Now, the cards I'm getting for you today to go with this, right? I did draw the death card, so I'm not going to pretend I didn't. Yes, somebody may be bequeathing you money with this transit. And just to be clear, Jupiter will be transiting in this part of your sky again in the fall, October, November, December. So, you know, that's a part of life. People do pass away and they do leave us things. All right. The second card I'm pulling, and it is the house of death where these people are hanging out. I cannot believe I drew that card twice. I shuffled and I drew this card twice. Some of you Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising will be expecting some bequeathment. Now, this may be more true if your Sun, Moon, and Rising is in the last 10 degrees of the sign of Leo. Okay, I'm pushing my luck to draw another card for you, but I'm not going to. It's 2 cards for everybody. You got the death card twice. It could be a rebirth, a death and rebirth around your finances as well. It could be sort of a metaphorical kind of rebirth of financial goodness in your life. And you could sell a property, for instance. That's an example. All right. Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I need water, Virgos. I'm going to do you and grab water. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. The triple conjunction is happening in your natal 9th house. I mean, your natal 7th house. This is kind of like if you were single, you're going to meet your soulmate, twin flame, dream partner. If you're with somebody, you're going to up level to engagement or moving in together. This just blesses and enchants your love sky. Now, if you're in a terrible relationship that you really shouldn't be in, because Mars is up here, snip, snip, sever, sever, cut, cut, and Jupiter can bring blessed endings. This can bring a blessed ending to a tortured and long-suffering relationship. But if it's already good, it's going to get better. So I'm not suggesting all you happy people will suddenly fall apart. This is for the unenchanted who want to get back to a sense of happiness in their life. It is an Ace of Wands for you guys. This is the card of something to do with a new beginning, a new start, a fresh beginning. Especially it's fire, it's passion, it's intense, it's initiative. a spiritual creative energy of when you start in your love life or in the level of connection you have to the one you are already with, the fire starter, the Knight of Wands. You are passionately moving forward in new directions quickly and swiftly with great spiritedness in some kind of relationship story. And lastly, if you want to have a business partner thing going, that can help that part of the sky too. And if you have an audience or fan club, this is your marketplace for your 10th house. It can actually look like as 10th from the 10th, your audience and fan base. So if you are one of those people, Virgos, who has that kind of thing, you could rapidly expand your client and audience and marketplace. I'm going to get water and be back for the rest of you guys. All right. Just give me a second. So water. Let's keep going. I was finishing up with you, Virgo people, and we're moving to Libra, which is obviously the sign right after you. Libra sun, Libra moon and rising. The 6th house is where this is happening. Now, this is a very intensely between the world's houses, like 3, 9, and 12. So sometimes it has to do with what you do to keep your body healthy, your health protocols, and to avoid sickness, because it's called the house of sickness. And sometimes it has to do with your work routines and the structures of your work, like your colleagues, your coworkers, your space of work. So this is a blessing in that part of your sky for the work and health stories. And, you know, with Mars here, you may be eliminating something. A coworker may leave who is obnoxious, or you may be moving to a new office. And then Neptune and Jupiter and Venus are like, let's have a party. This is like an office party of the century, or this is like a party in the wellness part of the sky to create wellness in your life physically. So yay, Pluto's supporting that, by the way, from the 4th house of home. So home and work harmony is percolating for Libras out of this triple conjunction with that eclipse the same day as well. A reminder that's happening in your finance house. So home, real estate, finance, work, and health are all getting tumbled together. Now, the card I have for you around this triple conjunction is the Fool. This is not what it seems. It's not like you're a fool. It's like you should engage in reckless abandon as you trust the game of life and you realize that the universe has your back. And when you do leap, the net will appear. So that's the vibe of the Fool for you today regarding what's going on in that 6th house. So take some leaps of faith when it comes to work and health stuff. You will be highly successful, highly rewarded as a result of that. And the 3 of Cups, celebration. Something's going your way. It's time to celebrate. Is it a health test that comes back positive? Is it a breakthrough around the work situation? Is it a breakthrough also for you around money and real estate, because they're connected in the sky at the same time? I would love the 3 of Cups for anything. It is like the happy card. It's the jump for joy, celebrate, yay, temporary happiness for sure, but happiness nonetheless. So yay for you. Moving past the Libra people, let's talk about, well, I'd be happy if I didn't move my chart 1,000 miles into the future and move myself 3 months ahead. Yeah, you can only make this up. Not really. I'm so technologically challenged sometimes. All right, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. Your natal 5th house is a house of romance, and it can also be about sexuality and enjoyment of life and just feeling like you're really grooving with the muse and inspiration. And, you know, it's a happy house. And your love life is here, but also your children or having children and getting pregnant. So for Scorpios, this triple conjunction is here. Like if you wanted to have a baby, believe me, a conception is just going to be so easy right now. And if you are conceiving a child, it will be a joyous yay moment when you check that fertility test or with your partner or that pregnancy test. And if you don't want those things, then this can also be about what are you germinating as a new project, a new business idea, a new business, a new creation, a new artistic project, because this is putting a seed here. Remember I said earlier, this kind of thing could be planting seeds that are going to last 13 years. Your 5th house is highly fertile here. Mars is there taking bold, dynamic, passionate action. And if you're a Scorpio with somebody, this heats up your romance at home, your romantic love life in general. And if you're alone, this can bring in your dream romance. You know what I mean? Like right out of a fairy tale, out of a rom-com or something. So this is your romance of a century vibe for you single Scorpio rising, especially to some degree sun and moon as well, especially if your sun, moon, and rising is in the last, say, 10 degrees of Scorpio. But for all Scorpios, you feel it. You feel it anyway. I mean, the other thing I like to say is that you could really layer into deeper commitment to a relationship that already exists, because Juno is hovering around here as well in this house, and she's the goddess of committed love and relationship. So like marriage, you know, so she's kind of like trying to take a hot romance and stick it into a commitment really quickly. And lastly, lover energy, passion is Mars hovering in this triple conjunction. So my God, you could be on fire with some creative endeavor, or on fire and passionately, well, and swimming passionately toward completing some project or doing something inspiring as an artist or creative as well. Money luck through gaming, lotteries, and wins can be a fifth house thing. And this is a very windfall-y kind of vibe in this house. So for some Scorpios, you may win a lottery ticket or a game at the casino or something like that. I mean, I'm not telling you to go and try and do it, but I did draw the 10 of Pentacles, which is a holy man, big, rich money card, the top 10 of money. So yeah, for some of you, this is definitely yay money, yay you, Scorpio rising. And it's coming in like a ship coming into the shore, and you're watching it land getting closer and closer to you. There's money on the horizon. I don't know that's going to happen this week. You know what I mean? Don't forget, I said this is a seed planting, but this does plant the seed for some financial abundance. And the fifth house can bring money through speculation of stocks, but also through inheritances as well for Scorpio, moon, sun, and especially rising sign. All right, moving on to the next sign. And sorry, guys, I'm spaced out today. Yeah, I've been kind of fasting lately. I don't mean to, but intermittent fasting. I have lost about 5 pounds that I need to lose, in my humble opinion, about my body. But anyway, I think I need to pick up this food pace again, because I get like woozy sometimes in the day without enough calories. Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising sign. Sagittarius is, you have the triple conjunction of the rare event in your fifth house of home and land and real estate. Certainly, if you want to buy a home, buy land, purchase real estate, sell a home, sell real estate, sign a new lease, move your home, you can't get a better combination. You really just can't. And it's just kind of enchanting your home, right? It's like your home is enchanted. Your home is joyous. Your home is celebratory. Your home is lusciously fruitful and good. With Mars down there, there could be some attempt to beautify, renovate, or move or remove things, eliminate things, clean out the closets, that kind of thing. For the most part, because you've got some energy from Pluto powering it up, you have the money to do things you need to do in and around and from your home. You know, there's that vibe. And the eclipse is in your sixth house, which can be support coming from karmic debts turned around, or maybe something to do with your sixth house. Could be your work, you know, working from home, or the work changes so you can be home more often, or some good money news comes out of the work, and then it allows you to decorate your home. Making stories up. The card for you in this triple homey conjunction is the Empress. This is definitely like the queen on her throne. This could be pleasure, play, fun, and parties, creativity and imagination, and prosperity and abundance. And it's a major arcana for you guys. Oh my goodness, yay for you. And finally, the Two of Wands. Now, that's a two, it's a choice, or it's a partnering, either one. So you're looking at, you know, partnering makes sense. Juno is sitting here in your fourth house as well. Who are you going to partner with regarding home? Find a new roommate, double down with somebody you know, and make a decision around the home, collaborate with somebody regarding things to do with home and real estate. Certainly hiring a real estate agent is a partnership, for example. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising sign, you are having the triple conjunction in your third house of siblings, aunts and uncles, cousins and nieces and nephews, the whole gang, but mostly siblings. It also can be the place of trips and travel, domestic or shorter trips. You know, I say domestic, but I say like North America wide or Europe wide, you know, not exotic foreign land getaways. And so any trips and travel you take, let's say, anytime, you know, April 24th to May 2nd, but that planting a seed for something as a longer, maybe 13-year narrative, bring you great joy, great pleasure. Venus bring you great satisfaction, expansion, visions, and in creativity. And it's beautiful. Traveling is really good for you, Capricorn rising especially, but sun and moon as well. Second of all, with this luscious combination of energy in your third house, things that you want to learn can be extremely enjoyable. Like seriously, you know, you want to learn how to macrame, you want to learn how to do photography, you want to, these kinds of skills-based learning, highly, highly activated. So it's a really auspicious time. If you had any trouble with siblings, for instance, or extended family, this is all smoothing out with this triple conjunction. And lastly, it has to do with the neighborhood you live in. Now, your neighborhood, zone is getting lushed up. So maybe you're going to move to a better neighborhood, or your own neighborhood just feels a lot better for a change. I've got the fire starter. I had this for someone else, the Knight of Wands. It's the idea that you're passionately moving in some new direction. In this case, it looks like travel because it is in the travel house. Maybe you'll travel somewhere you decide you love so much. You'll buy property there. You'll go back and visit quite often. You never know. The Nine of Wands suggests that this is a triple conjunction that's activating your wisdom quotient, especially your spiritual authority. Nine of Wands, I would put as a ninth house card, really, but the third is across from the ninth. So in what way are you kind of activating your wisdom from experience and your inner knowledge as well? But it is a learning house. So maybe as you learn something, you're realizing you're just good at it because you have natural innate abilities or something like that. Or something like that. Online world is your third house too. So, websites, social media, things like that can be very third house, very good for you if you're a writer as well. It's the house of writing. So if you are wanting to write something, you're going to have downloads from heaven and be able to download the most amazing screenplay or novel or whatever of a century. So for those creatives who are writers, yay, you go for it. Capricorns. All right. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising sign, you've got the energy of this triple conjunction in your natal second house. This is money, 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 money. This is good, good, good. This is a windfall. This is rainbows and unicorns, planting new financial abundance seeds. Yes, Mars is there right now. He wants to spend, but he spends with good cause. Jupiter and Neptune can make you feel almost delusional or deluded, but I think that Venus saves the day, exalted, and says, no delusions here. This is the real deal. Something good is happening in the money part of your story, and it's trying to create a seed. Don't forget, as I said earlier, some of the seed planting now may really play out fully for you in the fall, October, November, December, when Jupiter's back in your second house. The energy is Eight of Wands, passion, fast moving, exciting energy in the money house. These are things happening rapidly, swiftly, and with divine flow. The other thing that's happening for you in the card story is the Fool, leaps of faith. Take some risks. Don't be afraid. Take the financial leap and the net will appear. Remember, you're a spirit playing in matter. This is not to be taken. Money is a part of the monopoly board of our life. So playfully engage in your financial stories, Aquarius. I know that we're Saturn ruled and I'm Aquarius rising, we tend to take everything seriously, including our money, but the cards are suggesting to bring a little more joy and play to how we make money. And we may even sell a possession in this month because Mars is going through there and he loves as well to eliminate things. But if you sell that antique that turns out to be worth $1 million, do you need the antique or do you need the $1 million? So there you go. And you can have lucky shit happen like that, where you thought it was just any old sofa and it turns out to be, the one that King Henry sat in. And next thing you know, you're vastly wealthy. Okay, so moving to the last but not least is the Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign people. You are having the energy constellate in the house of your body, your temperament, your personality, your sense of who you are, yourself. There's a party in there. You might feel a little, oh my God, who am I? Am I the warrior Mars swimming fast in the sea of Pisces? Am I Neptune, the visionary, mystic, artist, dreamer, delusional one, foggy one? Am I Jupiter, the guide, the spirit, the teacher, the mentor, the guru, the boss? Am I Venus, the lovey-dovey, a diva of beauty and friendliness and persuasion? Who am I? Well, you're all of it right now because the stellium is in the house of you. It's also planting a seed. Right? It's baking this in for a little while. You may find that this is something that comes back when Jupiter returns here, October 28th, all of November to the third week of December. Some of the feelings you're having in the last week of April into the second or third of May are going to come back to you because you're really kind of being initiated. We all are, but you are in the sense of who you are. I mean, seriously, it can happen that you'll have an enlightenment episode with this conjunction energy, triple conjunction. But if that's not what it is, you're going to really change how you see yourself in a positive, joyful, buoyant, expansive, magnanimous way. It's a very self-loving type of energy. And Pisces, I think that that's good for you guys right now. I don't know. I know a lot of Pisces risings who don't feel so good about themselves. is like the sun card for you. It brings in a lot of vitality. It lights up the joy factor. The sun is connected to joy. Okay. And so you are going to end up feeling, as a result of this transit, a regaining of the joy factor in your life. And I think it's seeding it for the next 13 years, more vitality, more play, and more joy in the essence of who you are, not just what you do, but you are the joy, you are the fun, you are the Queen of Cups. That's the intuitive, creative, artistic being. And of course you are your Pisces. You're usually somebody looking into a cup. This is someone on a sea rock with an octopus serving tea. How perfect for you. Called the throne of emotion. I'd equally call that the throne of intuition. So call yourself out as being a hugely insightful, intuitive, creative, mystical, poetic being, and experience the joy of being that thing that you are in this life. The rising sign, Pisces, this is most especially true for you, but sun and moon, you're going to feel the same vibe I just told you, right? Like I want it, like it's not just for the rising signs. Okay, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. You can subscribe, you can hit the bell for notifications, you can check out everything in my description box below. And if you were here for the live premiere with me, then it was great to hang with you. Mwah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you again soon. I'll be doing a video shortly on the lunar eclipse coming up in May. Thanks a lot.